Hey guys, it's Captain Dustin here with Fishing Crazy Charters. Bringing back another one for you guys. If you guys like to book a trip, all my info will be down in the description below. I do consulting trips, inshore, offshore. We are kind of your one-stop everything for any type of fishing you can actually think of in the saltwater here, out of the beautiful Tampa area. Uh, so today I'm going to show you my two best rigs for hogfish. Um, Everybody's talking about when gag grouper closes, what's there to target? Well, we got hogfish and mangrove snapper, and I'm going to show you guys how I like to rig, how I personally like to rig for hogfish. You don't have to do it this way by no means. There's a couple different things you can use. What you're going to need, this is just a giant spool. You guys can see it's a 30-pound. This is fluorocarbon. Um, no specific brand. I don't mind any of it. I like it all. All you're gonna need some. I like to use 30. You can down all the way down to 20, but 30 helps me keep some fish on. So I'm gonna tilt the camera down here, guys, and show you what we're working with here. All right, so I like to use the Gamakatsu circle hooks. These are 2/0. 2/0 and 3/0 seems to be my go-to size. They fit a shrimp pretty well. This is just a big bulk pack of 5mm orange or red beads, whatever you want to classify them as, and then a 2-ounce egg sinker. Now you can adjust the weight to current and depth that you're fishing in. This is just for, I like to use a 2-ounce so I can use it in anything from 30 feet all the way out to 80 feet. I don't have to re-rig very often, so I buy them by the bulk, by the poundage, basically. Great system here. So all you're going to need out for these beads right here, you can buy beads at any of your local tackle shops. I just pull 3 of these little suckers out. Close that bag up, otherwise I'm going to have beads laying around everywhere. And I use 3 beads, egg sinker. Let's get this pack of hooks open here. And a 2/0 circle hook. This is one technique you can rig. You don't need the beads, so if you don't have the beads, don't worry about it. It's not that big of a deal. And, you can also use, well, I'll show you guys another technique here in a minute. But so this is my 30-pound fluorocarbon leader. Big thing is don't forget to slide your sinker on. So we're going to tie this straight to my main line that goes to my fishing pole, and then I'll have about 3 feet of leader or so. So we're going to slide our egg sinker on. Oh, beads rolling away. Slide 1 bead on, 2 beads on, and if we can get this dang 3rd bead out of the crack, oh, there it is. Slide our 3rd bead on. Now, that's what you're going to have right there. You can have more than 3 beads. I don't do it. This is normally how I like to rig right there, is with 3 beads. Kind of gives a little, I don't know, here, I'll put it next to the mic. You kind of hear it jingle a little bit. So, and then all we're going to do is simply take our end, which is 30-pound fluorocarbon. It's really hard to freaking see. I should have grabbed something a little heavier. I do apologize. I'm going to thread it onto my hook, just like so. And all I'm going to do is tie a uni knot. So I'm going to go, let's see here. Like this, make a loop and pinch it like so. I don't know if you guys can kind of, man, that fluorocarbon is hard to see. Take your leader line, go over the top part of your loop. You're going to have it looking like this, just like this. I'm going to twist it about 5 times. 4, 5. And that's what you're going to have. You're going to cinch it down. Now make sure you wet this due to its fluorocarbon, a little bit of saliva. There we go. And then I hold the tag on and pull it tight. And that is what you're going to have. That is called the uni knot. It is fantastic. And trim your tag end like so. And this will be your end product for fishing. And this right here with a shrimp Frozen shrimp, live shrimp, don't matter. Shrimp's just shrimp. We've been using a lot of frozen shrimp lately for hog fishing, but right there is how you would set up a knocker rig style for fishing for hogfish. And you always want to make sure you keep that right to the bottom. So what I like to do is I'll drop this all the way to the bottom, hits the bottom, I'll reel up a little bit of slack, and I'll feel my weight, and I'll set it back down on the bottom. I'll keep it just tight enough. When that hogfish picks it up and starts to swim away with it, you can just start reeling, pick up on the rod, and you got yourself a fish hooked. Now, hogfish are going to bite very soft. So if you feel a little tap, tap, and you're like, oh, man, it's just a little grunt or something down there playing with my bait, reel on it because it could be a nice keeper hogfish. But this right here is one of my favorite go-to rigs for fishing for hogs. You can take the beads out and make it just a straight knocker rig with the sinker right to the hook. It works fantastic. And now for some of you guys that don't want to have to tie one of these up, you just want an easier thing. This is a hog ball. I guess it's kind of a hog ball. It's not named hog ball, but there's a bunch of different companies out there that make what they call hog balls. But this one, I've used them all, and this one right here has been my absolute favorite. It has a little chain, keeps it separated from the weight, so it's sitting on the bottom. That shrimp can kind of be up off the bottom a little bit. All you do with these guys, you pull them out of the package, tie it on there with your favorite clinch knot, which me, that'd be the uni knot. I tie it on there, and then you're good to go. Slide your shrimp onto the hook, send it to the bottom, and you're fishing it the same way you do that knocker rig. And this hog ball right here, for anybody that wants to know, is made by Snapper Slapper. I'll leave a link to their website down below. If you guys are looking to get your guys' self some of these for this upcoming, fall and winter hogfish fishing. These guys work great too for other species too. Don't just count them out for hogfish. We've caught everything on them. I mean, we've got gag grouper on them. Anything that will eat a shrimp, you can catch with this thing right here, and it works fantastic. They make them in a bunch of different colors. This is just one I had laying out in my case, just a pink one. It's fantastic, and these are great, and they're super simple. You just buy a pack of them, you got them in a boat, and you're ready to rock and roll. And that is what I like to use. Those are my two absolute favorite. Those are my two absolute favorite rigs for hogfish. The hog ball and the knocker rig. Very, very hard rigs to. Man, you catch everything on these rigs. Super simple, easy to catch fish with. Anybody can do it. And a little key tip too for you guys that maybe you guys have never really actually have caught hogs before in the past. If you have a good number that you catch gag grouper on, porgies, grunts, mangroves, that is a good number. It's probably going to hold hogfish too. 9 times out of 10, it will hold hogfish. But the only difference is instead of fishing right on top of it, if it's a rock pile or a big ledge, fish off it just a little bit. Big rock pile, fish off of one side or the other for it in the sand a little bit. That's where those hogfish will be cruising. If it's a ledge, fish either on the top side of the ledge or the very bottom side of the ledge. Instead of trying to drop your bait right on the edge of the ledge like you would for gags or mangroves, try to fish the top shelf part of the ledge. Really what good for hogs on that that'd be live bottom top side up there. It's fantastic. Or the bottom side where there's a little scattered rubble. That's great too. And the rods I like to use, this is a 5K PC Fun reel, 30-pound braid on a 7-foot. This is a carbine by Bulls Bay, 15 to 30 pound. You can see I actually have one of those hog balls that's been used a few dozen times tied up right now. It's nice sensitive tip. What you're really looking for on a rod is a rod that has a fairly sensitive tip but a heavy enough backbone to handle if you hook into anything else, as in like a grouper or something along those lines. I really like these rods just because of the tip sensitivity. I've taken a lot of years of trying to figure out exactly what rod fits best for that. I know a lot of guys that use some inshore rods too. They're redfish rods or something along those lines that do really well with catching hogfish also, but they don't quite have the backbone that I personally like. But yeah, guys, that's the main Q thing. Shrimp's a big popular bait for them. Fiddler crabs, if you want to buy some fiddler crabs, work really well too. They're just a little bit more pricey than buying a whole mess of shrimp. And like I said, frozen shrimp do fantastic. We use a little bit of everything for frozen wise. But if you guys have any other questions or any other rig setups or a technique that you guys would like me to show you guys how to do, feel free to drop me a comment and I will be happy to film something for you guys to show you guys exactly how I would fish. I've been a full-time guide now for a while. We do inshore and offshore charters. So if there's a certain type of fish that you would like to learn how to target, ask me. I have no problem showing you guys exactly what I personally do to target said fish, whether it's inshore or offshore. And again, guys, if you guys like the video, please like and subscribe. If you guys would like to book a charter, I'll leave all my info down below. Again, we are Fish and Crazy Charters. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, obviously. And I'll leave all my info down below too. I do consulting trips, I do offshore trips, and I do inshore trips. So if you'd like to do anything along those lines, if you'd like me to come on your boat to teach you how to kind of help you find fish and stuff like that, call me for a consulting trip. I'm more than happy. And all right, guys. Well, you guys have a good one. Until next time.